Salutations, Black YouTube world. This is Nasir Amin. Thank you for tuning in for another edition of Dialoguing with Nasir, where we talk about different topics around the world that affects the black community, negatively and positively. Nope, we ain't trying to preach and we ain't trying to convert. We just dialoguing together peacefully. Thank you for tuning in. Peace, family. Today I want to talk to you about something that is very needed and is not talked about enough. Now I will admit, and I am very glad that it has been talked about and more of our people are waking up to it. And it's imperative that we talk about it, continue to talk about it, continue to learn, and continue to share, build together, and most definitely teach our children so that they will be on a higher level, have a better understanding at an earlier age. Therefore, they can grasp easier, better, and they can accomplish way more than we could instead of learning when you're 25, 30, 35 and you're trying to play catch up or even 40 years old. You start them out at 10, 12 years old. Look at all the years that they have to learn other things and excel further. And that's financing. We need to learn how to handle our money. We need to learn more about finances, economics. We need to learn how to manage our money. We need to know about the things that's going on around the world. Save your money. With this big thing going on with the COVID-19, everybody going upset, getting upset, buying up tissue and all this stuff. I mean, I'm not going to get on that, but um, still in all, it's things like that or certain storms in like certain areas that like where I'm from, we're not too used to real bad weather, bad weather where it tearing up houses and stuff. But when things do get look like it's getting a little rough, people they buy things, they unnecessary things, and you can tell that they're not used to or know how to survive. They are not taught proper survival methods. So that's things that needs to be learned from. We need to learn ourselves, and we need to teach our children. We need to learn about the money, how to manage our money, what to do with our money. We need to learn how to invest in stocks and bonds and all that stuff. We need to learn about the currency because from the things that I've been studying and people I have been dialoguing with, there's a very good chance that the currency that we know of, the paper dollar, will be no more sooner or later. So therefore, we is other therefore there are things that we should be engaging in. The economy is definitely being screwed up. This COVID-19 and all kinds of things, people being laid off. It's a lot of things that's going on, and I kind of predicted. I mean, on my Facebook pages, and I said it, and other people I talk with, they've said it. 2020 was going to be a reality check, beginning of a reality check for everyone. Um, well, like this, nah, I didn't think so, but I think we still have a lot more to endure. So we really need to prepare. Between 2020 and 2025, I believe it's going to be some crazy times. And we need to be prepared. We need to study hard. I mean, there's things like gold, silver. You can invest in that. The value of that. Check the value of that. I mean, and invest in it. Buy you some gold. Purchase some gold, some silver. There's things that's been talking about. I learned about it a couple of years ago. I'm not too savvy with it, but the Bitcoin. You can invest in Bitcoin. That's something during with the future and every as well. Uh, A lot of people, they're not going to want you to know this. That's all ties in with Gaddafi. You know, they painted him off as a big terrorist. He was a threat, and eliminating him was key. And it really wasn't about that. It was about currency and everything else. I'll digress. That's another story we can get into another time if we do. But definitely, we need to start getting more financially savvy. Now, I'm not the one to sit up here and give a good lesson on this because I'll be honest with you. I'm new to a lot of this stuff. And I had some of the, and I'm not trying to bash because on this channel I will not, I don't like really discussing religion because I think that is a waste of time, and I'm not here to disrespect anyone, but I have to say this, but coming from this religious background and certain people within religion, of certain people, they with this money is not everything. Money is not everything, and I still believe that, but at the same time, it's a great deal, and it probably is everything, especially the way the world is going. So we need to learn to be more financially savvy. We need to learn. We need to be geeks, nerds if we have to. I mean, and teach our children, teach them how to save, teach them how to survive just in case if any kind of pandemic come around, any crisis come around. We need to know how to survive. We need to have that extra stash in the back somewhere to stash, to have just in case something happens, any type of crisis, the economy. I mean, we can't put our trust in the government. I mean, and banking is another thing. I think we need to really start leaving banks alone. Find something, and learn something, something. I mean, but something else you need to find out. But at the end of the day, I think banking, we eventually have to leave that alone because that is getting ridiculous. So, I encourage y'all to continue to study, to discuss amongst each other, and invest and add your investments together, unify. We got to do that. I know a lot of people get mad when we talk about rebuilding a new Black Wall Street, and I kind of understand why they kind of get upset about that. But then again, I'm like, what's wrong with that? No, we will never be able to do it the way they did it again. This is a different time, different era. A lot of things are different, but we can create our own version. We can do something, but it has to start with ourselves. Our individually, we have to start learning and investing, learning, and we have to definitely teach it to our children. And there are black kids, kids of all races, even blacks though, that are investing and know a great deal about investing in stocks and bonds and Fortress, which Fortress is another way of investments in stocks. I'm just learning about that. Of actually like a month ago, someone brought that to my attention, and now that's something else that I'm starting to look into. And so let's look it up. Again, I'm not that savvy. I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to all this, but I'm learning and I have a little knowledge, but I'm not in the position to teach anyone about all this and give you a lesson or nothing. I can only tell you about it, make you aware of it, and you go do the research yourself. But I do plan on talking with a few people and having them on the channel and discussing, someone who really knows what they're talking about, so they can discuss these things with you all. And I still insist on and still encourage you to research and do your own study even after listening to these people. But that's what I wanted to talk to you all about. Let's get savvy. Let's get the knowledge on finances, currency, all that good stuff. Peace and love. If you enjoyed the content and find it beneficial, please let us know in the comments. And as always, we welcome your commentary. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep the positivity flowing. Peace and love.